Okay, so hi. It is future Amy here. So, apparently I might have done a really bad job at explaining this whole video as I was recording it. And explaining my reasonings behind why I cooked what I did, why my workouts were this, all my research and stuff. So I'm just gonna be interjecting or whatever throughout the video. So Monday was Lewis and I'm not vegan, evidently. So I'm gonna go full out with this whole vegan thing. I'm gonna give it a go. In the morning, I was meant to have vegan pancakes, but I forgot that I needed vegan butter for the vegan pancakes. So I had oats with almond milk instead, which was pretty good. The reason why I was going to do vegan pancakes was, again, it was just something a bit more unique than what every other driver would do, and it was vegan. And I read in an interview that was what he had on special occasions or whatever. Yeah. So we are now on the way to the gym. Basically woke up early this morning, did a little lovely Pilates routine, then went and got some coffee with oat milk. And I'm not really a fan of oat milk, but vegan, yeah, it wasn't awful. I thought it would be a lot worse. Now to the gym, where I know for a fact I am going to die. So, wish me luck. So Lewis likes lifting weights, but he says, F1 drivers can't be too heavy. More muscle means more kilos, right? Which makes sense. So he does like lifting weights, so that is what I did. I did a little upper body workout, which was fun. And then for cardio, he usually does high intensity interval training or HIIT. So I did 30 minutes on the treadmill, which was actually so exhausting. That was the workout that I was the most exhausted after in general. We have a lovely little vegan low carb protein bar that I'm gonna try. I haven't had it before, so it's genuinely good. I got salted caramel. I approve. God, that protein bar has changed my life. I am actually in love with it. I have it now after my workouts. It is so good. And then, so for lunch, I decided to do some rice and falafel. Falafel's has a lot of protein and stuff in it, so it was a good replacement to normal chicken salmon that all the other drivers do. And obviously rice being paired with it worked pretty well. Lewis has also again said in that same interview, I'm pretty sure, that he likes Middle Eastern food and stuff like that. So that's sort of where that came from. So let's talk G-forces for a second. One of the main reasons why F1 drivers need to be so fit is because of the G-forces that they experience as of a race weekend. So simply put, G-force in F1 is the amount of gravitational force that drivers experience under intense acceleration and braking. On the most intense corners of the calendar, they can experience up to 6 G-forces in one corner. Now, to put that into perspective, if you're like me and have no clue about science, fighter jet pilots experience around 8 or 9 G-forces, but most people actually pass out after 5. This force also causes the necks to move side to side like a roller coaster, and it's one of the reasons why they have such wham necks. On top of this workout, I also decided, because they had time in the day, some sim work, or at least sim work, it was just F1 2021, but that was fun. I practiced Silverstone, so the same thing applies to my next dish. With the whole going full vegan thing, I decided to try tofu. Yay. So I did a vegan tofu curry. Again, because Lewis has said in the past that he likes the whole Middle Eastern food, so I was gonna do a full curry. And yeah, tofu was interesting. The tofu itself was really good. The curry, not so much. I think I just need to work on my cooking skills a little because, yeah, it wasn't brilliant, not gonna lie. Yeah, so far, so good. Solid experience. Okay, so day 2, Carlos Day. I actually couldn't find too much on Carlos online. There was a couple of videos that he's done with McLaren where it was vaguely mentioned what he ate. And there was also something that McLaren released a while ago, like before Carlos and Lando were there, detailing what the drivers have. So like it kind of combined a bit of both and sort of tried to like spice it up. His workouts have definitely changed since like the sources I got his workouts from, say, or whatever. So I warmed up with some skipping. There's been a couple of videos of him skipping when he works out. And of course, boxing. You've all seen videos of Carlos boxing in his workouts. And again, I wanted to like spice it up and be a little bit different each day. So boxing it was, and I know, okay, so I have really flimsy arms as it turns out. Yeah, but like I got the hang of it eventually and it was fun. Probably not for me, but it was fun. I respect it. So breakfast was pretty standard, just oats and honey. Yeah, easy stuff. That was, I'm pretty sure that was from the McLaren outline. It's not McLaren anymore. Anyway, and for lunch, I wanted to spice it up a little bit, so I made some Mediterranean lemon chicken. That was like I marinated in the morning, and yeah, which was really good. Again, I might start actually cooking that for dinner because it was genuinely so nice. What else? Yeah. Snack was a protein shake. Now, I don't actually own a protein shaker. I have one now, but when I filmed this video, I had to use my cocktail shaker. There was still hints of vodka in the bottom. So that was a really fun experience. And then dinner. Okay, so dinner, I was so stressed over because I worked 9 to 5, right? And then I had to make dinner and I was meeting my friends at the pub at like 6:30. A lot of it's like pretty standard across different F1 drivers. So if I couldn't find the actual routines or diets, I just like substitute it with something that would work. So it was salmon and baby potatoes and corn. So I did like a little corn salmon salad type of thing, and I made some sauce to go with it. So drivers are professional athletes. Athletes sweat.
Is that real sweat? It's real sweat. I'm a high performance athlete. Athletes sweat. Sweat, baby. Sweat, sweat.
Drivers sweat a lot. On average, the cockpit can be more than 50 degrees Celsius, so it's like driving a sauna around in circles for 2 hours straight. This is seen to an even greater extent at races such as Singapore, which is extremely humid. The heat and humidity can cause drivers to lose between 3 and 5 kilograms over the course of a race weekend. All of this means the drivers have to be at an extreme level of fitness to continue performing at that peak, whilst dehydrating, overheating, and losing weight during a race. Yeah, day 3 was max. So there was like sort of 2 options-ish for breakfast. Some sources said it was like turkey, bacon, and eggs on toast. And others, like an enthusiast, says he's never been able to like eat breakfast since he was a kid, so like he just doesn't eat it. So I went with that option, and I must say the whole intermittent fasting thing isn't for me either. I love breakfast so much. So day 3, and we're in my car because we are on the way to the gym. Because Max doesn't like breakfast, like he does intermittent fasting or whatever. And he doesn't like coffee either. Apparently makes him gag. So I'm really tired, and I'm hoping so some tunes playing it pumped up that way, because otherwise I'm gonna fall asleep on the treadmill. And then in terms of Max's workouts, his workout I got from the Red Bull website. They posted a few years ago now, so it's probably again not the same. They posted an article, literally how to train like an F1 driver. So that's all this here. And yeah, that was super cool. It wasn't like too intense or anything like that. Like I could do it. I'm not saying something because it's me. But yeah. Some after workout snack. Don't know if this like breaks this whole intermittent fasting thing or whatever, but I don't really care. I've had this one before. It's like just a Dutch chocolate protein smoothie. I wanted to get it because, you know, Dutch chocolate and Max is Dutch. Get it?
Sometimes my genius is... it's almost frightening.
Oh my god, it was so good. Like, I've had it before, so I already knew it was good, but it was so good. Again, lunch, a bit boring, just like chicken that I seasoned lightly, some white rice. Really like plain, simple, healthy food. And that was pretty much, again, sensing a general theme here. So it was actually like a really hot day and I was gonna go for a run in the afternoon because, again, he's always running in Monaco. And whilst I don't live in Monaco, there's some nice-ish places near my house I could go for a run. But I literally stepped outside of my car once I got to like the trail or whatever, and I almost died from the heat. Not really. So I did like a 10-minute walk, then checking down and went home because before I left my house, my dad's just like, oh, be careful of snakes. Like, what the hell, man? Dinner was again salmon, brown rice, potatoes. Yeah, didn't have the really nice sauce with it this time though. So yeah, and the brown rice literally just had a different from the white rice. There wasn't really much to it, but yeah. One of the main reasons that drivers need to ensure that peak physical fitness is, well, obviously the driver adds weight to the car, and the lighter the car is, the faster it'll go, in theory. This meant that just a couple of years ago, particularly the taller drivers were focused on losing and maintaining weight. These days, a driver must weigh 80 kilos with the helmet, safety equipment, overalls and everything on, otherwise an extra weight will be added to the car. This ensures sort of fairer, more even racing, and the tall drivers still stay healthy. Okay, second last, Lando, probably the easiest one to find actual information on, literally just because of the quadrant video. That's it, man. Breakfast was Greek yogurt and granola. I was meant to have fresh berries with it, but I didn't buy fresh berries. I'm really fit. So, yeah. Greek yogurt, granola. Again, literally what I have for breakfast most mornings anyways. Okay, so it is now gym time and I am meeting my friends out. I'm super excited. It's been getting kind of lonely. I also really just need somebody to yell 90 at me repeatedly just because I'm really there for the authentic experience. Okay, so in terms of workout, I literally took what I saw in the quadrant video and just like tried to map out a workout from it.
90.
This is what I could kind of figure out from it. I don't even know if those are the correct terms. I literally, when I wrote it down for the first time, it was like the leg stretchy thingy 10 times or whatever. Your girl just got done at the gym with Tegan and she's also coming over later for lunch. But yeah, it was good, it was fun. For lunch, I made chicken katsu curry with rice and I was gonna have a recovery smoothie, but I had a protein shake instead. And again, I really do think it's just the chef skills. Like, I do think I need to just improve on my cooking and then it would be good. The chicken was good, the curry not so much. Sensing a common pattern here. I had time in the afternoon, so I went to the golf, like the driving range or whatever. I've never played golf before in my life, like at all. It's not a thing that I'm particularly interested in, but I was like, I'm doing my best to wag lifestyle and I'm gonna go and play golf. Yeah, it wasn't too great at it. Also, it was really windy and I was like, I'm gonna go full golf mode, so I was wearing like a mini skirt. It wasn't fun. Tegan nailed it. But like compared to me, she nailed it. Anyway, for my snack, I just had a lovely like prepackaged booch juice that was like orange, pineapple, mango. Yeah, it was really nice. Anyway, so for dinner, I literally had to stop making this before I went out with my friend, but because it was pulled barbecue beef and it was like slow cooker stuff. Lucky we have a fucking slow cooker, otherwise that would have been not interesting. But I could have just brought like prepackaged pulled beef, but I'm not really that smart. So to go with it, I made sweet potato fries and corn. And again, those sweet potato fries, oh, props to the chef, like she knew what she was doing on that one. Like most athletes, F1 drivers need to have muscle strength, particularly in the arms and legs, but you know, also in the core muscles. They need enough strength to be able to hold onto the steering wheel and actually turn it for 2 hours straight without letting up. Need incredible endurance and hella steady hands for that. To go with this, they're constantly changing between accelerating and braking. Obviously, I mean, they're driving a car. At some corners, they have to apply up to 80 kilos of force, I believe, and they'll seem to be able to do this in a controlled manner, so slowly letting off and on the brakes and accelerator, feathering it, etc., depending on the speed of the corner. Again, they have to do this lap after lap consistently for 2 hours. And avoid getting leg cramps while they do it, unlike Max. So the final day was Daniel Ricciardo Day. In terms of workouts, I started the morning with some dynamic stretching so I could do the iconic Daniel Ricciardo stretch move. It was weird squat thingy, whatever he does. It actually was like, it was really nice. Breakfast was meant to be avocado on toast with bacon and eggs. I don't like avocado, sorry Daniel Avocado, I don't like avocado. So I just said toast with bacon and eggs. Again, I found there's several interviews with Daniel, like he does a lot of media stuff. So there's like Men's Health, the GQ, all that stuff that had a couple of articles. So basically distilled those into the best I could for the breakfast and also for the workout routines. The snack was again a protein shake in my handy dandy cocktail shaker that no longer tasted like vodka. Yay! Yeah. In terms of workouts, I pretty much put together that from the interviews as well as from a couple of videos that he's released and his trainers have released of him training. This is what I came up with. It's probably, I know for a fact it is less intense and probably oversimplified based upon more videos that have been released since then. But yeah, it was pretty easy to do and it was also an at-home one because I had work. Daniel pretty much works with a company called U Foods and they have a line which is called Fueled. I'm gonna assume he had some form of input in, so I could have brought them from Woolies or Coles or something, but I wanted to do it myself. So I pretty much had my lunch and my dinner inspired by those meals. Right, I don't think that made any sense, but you get the idea. They're really healthy, high protein, like designed to fuel athletes type of meals. Sorry about that, y'all. My food just arrived. I swear to God, I'm actually addicted to these. I don't know what fuck they put in them, but like how good. So I'm gonna wrap this up so I can dig into that. Anyways, so yes, the U Foods meals, I was excited because one of them was pretty much a burrito bowl, and I get these so much. But yeah, it was pretty similar. There was some added lips like corn, chicken, rice, which is pretty good. I like that. Dinner was so similar to Carlos's. I pretty much used the same recipe because it was essentially lemon chicken. I just made a more lemony sauce to go with it. Threw in some potatoes. So yeah, that's it. That brings the whole week to a wrap, and it was actually really fun and it was intense at times, sure, especially with cooking my own meals, and obviously the drivers have the meals prepped so they have time to do other shit like more training, sim work and stuff like that. But if people are interested in it, I might do another one in the future with other drivers, or maybe the same drivers, just like a better, more structured thing than whatever this is. Because yeah, I just kind of put this together. Anyway, and that brings the video to a wrap. I'm gonna go enjoy this before I have to get back to work because I'm on my break right now. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed. It would mean a lot to me. Laters.